Venerable from Wat Plane Vipassana in Bangkok, in Contemporary part of the Bangkok. He taught me to follow Samma Arahant or something like that in those days. Then I followed Samma Arahant. 15 days. But those days I forgot a part of how to go for that Parivasakam. From my village to the Parivasakam about 40 kilometers in the district of Nang Rong. I tried to get a bus, The bus won't accept. Very, very difficult to go by bus because the people very crowded in the bus because only one bus, maybe two bus, mornings and late in the morning to go to the district. I could not get. Then I was, okay, where is Nang Rong? I can look like imagine Nang Rong is over there. Okay, I walk. And I walked straight in the jungle and to the district of Nang Rong. When I reached there, one day already over. But due to I was a samanera, novice, then we don't have to worry. After they came to know, then I practiced meditation slowly. You know what I have learned about activity, the supernatural powers of the mind. I learned about the manomayiti, how we can create. We know that other people think anything. We can come to know like we're reading a book like that. It's all disappear. It's clear. Because my mind is get interlinked into the deep meditation. Very, very happy. Very, very happy and very peaceful and very calm. After finish for 15 days, then the Venerable monk from Wat Plane Vipassana said that, Samanera, we have another place for 15 days. Would you like to go? I said, yes, sir. I said, yes, sir. I never say no, because it's very, very happy. Then I got back with them to Nakhon Ratchasima. Nakhon Ratchasima is about 300 kilometers from here. And that place we call Dan Quyen. Dan Quyen is, anyone ever heard about Dan Quyen? It's very much like famous for the make anything about the clay. But that village is not a village. It was like the river. The river is a cutting like circle. The river then they have the island in the middle. It's very big. I think about this university, maybe 100 right on 100 acres or 50 acres like this. I was again the novice, then we didn't have to do much about anything. I just aloof myself and practicing meditation in the banks of the river. I got one part next to the big tree and I make the seat sitting under the tree. Then usually the day going for Ambo and practicing chanting the first up to about 10 days, almost more than 10 days. Then I was very, very deep in meditation. I thought and sit under the tree without going for Ambo for 4 days. I never get up. 4 days, just sitting and meditating. But everything moving, anything around it, even I can go so far without going. That day is very, very happy. It was wonderful when I got to know about the 13 the teenagers stuck in the cave of Kunnam Nang Non, right? Yeah. I was thinking that if they are stuck in there, if they got opportunity to practice meditation, they never go hungry. Because I was myself 4 or 5 days without food, drink. I didn't feel hungry, I didn't feel thirsty, I didn't feel tired, and I just feel like a few minutes in there. Just a few minutes in meditation. But what happened the last day? The announcers in the Parivasakam have said that we would like to invite all the monks and novices. Today is the last day. We're going to depart, be apart, and please come and take us together. Then I was thinking that, wow, I don't want to go. Just immediately, the knowledge saying that's the one who practice in the meditation. The teachers or the master usually say that the knower means your mind is the knower. Because of your mind peaceful and calm and very bright in that minute. And repeat or replying you. The knower replying to you that no, the rule is the rule. We must follow the rule. And the thing can do and still sometimes and then finish. The knowledge of the knower who tell us about this is very, very great knowledge. Even we read the book more than thousands of books, but no any kinds of knowledge can comparable to just a single meditation. But that day then I have finished from the meditation and go back to joy with the farewell, and after that go back home with the thought that I will do in my home, in my temple. But no, soon I left the place and go back to the village. I have been practicing, and we call it contemplation, right? I could do contemplation again and again, more than uncountable for 4 or 5 days. But soon I went back to hometown. Someone come and meet, someone go, we go to talk with that, with this. I couldn't do again. But too much impressive. Very happy. Then I asked my father, Father, can I be a novice again? Can I stay as a novice? He said, yes. Oh, my most luckiest, Then after that, I was requested by one senior monk. He's also from Buriram province, but he been in Srinagar province. He brought me here, and I thought that, okay, maybe I will do here. Soon when I do here, I was a novice about 6 years. Soon when I sit for meditation, he's very good in meditation. My teacher, he's my preceptor when I was a monk, Soon every morning, I slept in front of his room. When he get up and he open the door, he knock my head, and I get up and I dress and chanting and meditating. Soon by meditating, my head is fall up to the ground floor. Meditate is to find me to the ground floor and up, but nothing. I know everything. But when they finish chanting and everybody go back and I woke up, and then normal. But I can't do it again as when I was in there. Okay, then when I thought then to become a monk, I come to Bangkok and I studying, then I must learn. When I learn, I try to do things, but I can't do. Those days I got my stomach because I was very tension. I must do, I can do. But because of a lot of tension, I have migraine in my head and my stomach have a problem. Then after finish BA, then I was asking by one venerable monk that so many you don't want to go and continuously you're studying in another master degree? I said, no sir, how can I get the money? Then he said, you know, so many people borrow the money and some of them playing the gambling. Some of them just buy the thing, useless. But you go for study, you borrow. Then he gave me 10,000 baht, you know. Because of that, I got opportunity to go to India. Then with my thought, I thought that, my goodness, if I've been to India, I will be good practicing in meditation again, because that is the lands of Buddha. In my mind like that, you know. Then when I go to India, I try again, but it's not. Then, after I've been there, one master is finished for the English literature. Then the second master in Indian philosophy and religion. Then I want to do my PhD again. I tried every hand to get the scholarship, but I couldn't get. Then I came to ask my preceptor, because I have nowhere to go and get the scholarship. So may I disrobe? Then I disrobe and I go back. One thing to make me a lot of worry, mean to think, I'm so angry. One man said that I didn't trust, I didn't believe, I want to get the money from the people and then come to study in India. I don't have any kind of respect to anyone. He said behind me, you know. Then I was very, very angry. Then how difficult is to be a layman? You know? Then I come back to Thailand and ask my preceptor, then this road to become a layman, you know, a lot of suffering. Because you are in a high status of the monk. And I've been the tour leader, not tour leader, like the other agency, they want someone to explain about India. They come to the university, ask for the Thai student, especially for the monk, to help them to explain for the Buddhist pilgrimage. When I got someone insult like that, I was very, very angry. But I didn't say to anyone. Then I thought in my mind that I couldn't get scholarship, then how difficult to be a layman. Then I come to ask my preceptor and go back. But very lucky that some of the people who used to come to India, they asked me to take care in India when I was a layman. That's why my tourist agency is become because some of the inspirations of the circumstance to make me, because so many people say, oh, don't trust him. He's have no agency. Yeah, I have no agency, but they asked me to help. Then I have to come back to Thailand and register my agency again. And because of that, I was 20 years in India. Because studying, roaming, earning the money for studying take a long term. Just PhD, I was 10 years. My PhD. That's why I wanted to make a little bit introductions about meditation. And I got up to this because of the first mantra I learned from my grandmother. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. I came to know after already studying that, wow, it's very, very lucky. It's very, very lucky. And then, because of the meditation, I think brought me up to here. Because of that, today, I don't care for so many, my contemporary, our friend, they used to be among the same classmate. So many of them, when they disrobe, they got a family, they got the children, they just take care of their own children. Why? Because when you got to be engaged with someone, you have to have a responsibility. I didn't blame all those friends. Even some of my friends said, because I never drink and I never get any kinds of intoxication and I didn't want to do any luxury thing. I do what is the benefit to the people who offer the food for me when I was a novice and was a monk. Because of that, I devote myself to do TV broadcasting, radio broadcasting, just to perform, to express the knowledge about Buddhism. Because I got everything, I got to know what is right and wrong because of the teachings of Buddha. Because of this, I never, but very lucky, I got to marry too. But very lucky that I didn't have children. If I have children, nothing better than other friends. Because if you have the children, just take care of your children to be good enough to study, to be good enough to stand up in the society, especially for your wife too. And I was very lucky. I can stood myself with the firm of the teachings of Buddha. What is good, then I say, according to the teachings of Buddha. If anything is like not direct teaching, I will not try to follow. I will not say anything, but I will walk away. I better be defeated by someone instead of to defeat someone. I better get cheated by someone, better I go and cheated them. And because of that, I think this knowledge, because of the Buddhism, that's why the meditation is only very short way and very wonderful way to make you to be a perfect as the teachings of Buddha. As the verse I have put the Dhamma, Dhamma, Patibadha and Jari. As the verse that Dhammachari Sukham Seti. I put these two words together. Dhammachari Sukham Seti. One who practices about Buddhism or the Dhamma. The Dhamma will take care. One. But what is the Dhamma will take care? So many people try to think that the Dhamma take care means you can be a millionaire. Okay, I think I already be a millionaire. During I was a tourist agency, I got more than 2 million baht. But I devote all those money for the broadcasting, television, radio, just to do for the welfare. According to the word of the Buddha that Jarana Bhikkhave Jarigam, and up to the word that Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya, Lokanukampaya Ti. That word is in my mind, Even I was not a monk, even today I'm not a monk, but due to the teachings of Buddha, this is my pleasure, this is my responsibility, this is my happiness to do this. If without this, I could not be this. Maybe be like the clay of the soil is already. If you are die and burn, you become earth to earth, water to the water, the fire to the fire, and nothing left. But because of this, because of the teachings of Buddha, and especially, I was very hopeful and very great expectation for last year in the National Legislature Assembly, the coup, the government coup, last government, not this government. The Committee on the Religion, we have issue 1, make Thailand to be World Meditation Center. Even it's proved by the members of the committees on religions already. But due to this government, no one taking care again. And no one pushing it again. And then it's quiet. I was asking how it's going on. Then no one talk about it. Then I was very much disappointed. Then I thought that, okay, never mind, because that is a Buddhism. The Buddhism is only the great knowledge of the great man. And the great man means the Buddha. The great man never often happen into these planets or other planets, billions of the universe, only once in a time. That's what we were very lucky to be born in a Buddhist country. And even not everyone get opportunity to get the benefit of this, especially for the Buddhist country. I just came back from Sri Lanka for a few days ago, last year, the end of the year. In Sri Lanka, there are only 65% of the population, about 20 million, 65% of the Buddhists in Sri Lanka. But Sri Lanka, due to the Sri Lankan people, get a lot of suffering. They got a lot of suffering during the colonized country. But ruled by the other country, Buddhism disappeared from Sri Lanka. Only one novice left in Sri Lanka. Due to the Ayutthaya and Sukhothai was brought Buddhism from Sri Lanka. And Ayutthaya brought Buddhism back to Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan was great experience of losing this great knowledge. Then, now Sri Lankan people is very strong in Buddhism. I think not less than Myanmar. Myanmar and Sri Lanka get very great experience of losing the spiritual. But Thailand been never colonized by other country. Then they was so proud. When they was so proud, they cared less about Buddhism. One day, if Thailand without the moral in Thai society, now already too much suffering. The people have very less knowledge about Buddhism. Even they have the knowledge about Buddhism, but they have only knowledge of how to offer the merit, how to practice the meditation, but they don't know what is the teachings of Buddha. They practice meditation, they practice according to the master. The master never, or only a few masters follow the whole teachings of Buddha. The whole masters following own idea. And that means the master is not, I didn't complain to the master, because the master, they practice because they learn only something. When they practice about Buddhism, like I myself practicing Buddhism, if I wanted to get, we call the lapa, or we want to get the fame, good reputation, then we make a good reputation for the people to follow us. But that is not a good idea that we call Kama Pokhi, or that we call Kama Tanha. Very few masters wanted to take the Buddhist direct to the Buddha. Because if they take the Buddhist direct to the Buddha, they will get nothing. Because even the master think that the master must get Mercedes-Benz. The master must get a big pagoda to build for him. But the master never thought that this teaching is from the Buddha. Then that's one thing. But another thing, it's very difficult for the master to convince the Buddhists to be direct to the Buddha too. Why? Because the Buddhists have very few opportunity to studying about Buddhism. They got only, okay, that Ajahn is very super powerful. That Ajahn is very great knowledge. But they never say that. What is the Buddha taught? What is the teachings of Buddha? Very few Ajahn will say to the disciple. Why? Because they want more fame for them instead of the form of the Buddhism. Or even they have no knowledge, they have no idea. They just only wanted to make the people trust with the master. Even some master in Thailand right now, if we talk about Tipitaka, if we talk about the teachings of Buddha, no, I follow my Ajahn. You see? That's why I think this meditation, if we divide it like normal, samatha and vipassana, we must bring them back to the Buddha. What is the Buddha said? In Satipatthana Sutta, or in Chakka Sutta, or in Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, it should be like that. But now, in Thai society, some of the masters want to create oneself to be the leader. Very few Ajahn, very few masters wanted to create that Tipitaka, Vinaya Tipitaka, Suttanta Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka, like this to the people. And we cannot complain to Ajahn too, because the people also very difficult to pull them to, okay, you must study this, you must study. No, too difficult, Ajahn. Just tell me, short, brief, shortcut, and breathe into meditation. Then most of the masters, okay, sitting, close your eye. Following, breathing in, breathing out. This master, there is a lot. But I didn't want to complain to anyone, but due to I myself, I know nothing. Ajahn say Sammaraham, then I say Sammaraham. But when I facing the trouble, I didn't know that. I just only wanted to get it back. But due to I have no knowledge. That's why in the Buddhist society right now, the master want to create oneself to be a master. Instead of create the Buddhist to be following the Buddha. Because of that, Buddhist people is not strong in knowledge. Just only wanted to follow what is my master says, instead of what is the Buddha saying. If every Buddhist following, okay, Satipatthana Sutta, like this, Evame Suttang Ekang Samayang Bhagava, or Egayeno Ayang Bhagava Bhikkhave, like this, then try to study because of that. And what is about Chakka Sutta, what is about Salleka Sutta, then they came to the knowledge that, okay, The Buddha said that. Buddha said it. It's not, oh, master said this and master said that. Even so many masters say now, oh, you are noble, Sotapanna already, or you are Sakithakami already. Some masters say that. But no one can prove. No one can prove. Even some master still have, okay, bring the money. Okay, still greedy. Okay, still be pleased by the sensual pleasure. This is again and again Buddhist society. The newspaper, televisions and media make a lot of bad reputation to all the masters. But the Buddhists follow the master because they don't follow the Buddha. When the master get hit by the media, no, I'm useless, I'm helpless now, I better come another religion. I follow that religion better, I follow those religions better. Because Buddhists, they have no knowledge about what is the teachings of Buddha. It's not the master teaching. I admire to other religion who they can take care of their own religion, but due to Buddhist country, one too proud, then lost the principle. When they lost the principle, Buddhism is very weak. Buddhism very weak means the Buddhist people is very weak. They can go and worship to any god. They can go and expecting from any god to help them. Instead of Uakasa. You know Uakasa? Min Uttana Sambhara. Means they have to stand up. They have to wake up and practicing by self. Learn till they came to know that how to practice. But now, most of them waiting how Ajahn will say. If Ajahn says something, I will follow only Ajahn. But they never learn that what is the Buddha taught. And then, okay, if Ajahn says something, okay, Ajahn, you say something like this, Buddha says something like this. Okay, Ajahn says, the Buddha says, Ajahn not. If Ajahn says something different than the Buddha, we better believe in Buddha instead of believe Ajahn. But now, so many groups of the Buddhists, we don't have to mention which parts of Buddhist community, they just wanted to follow Ajahn. I think only Buddhist University trying to promote for the teachings of Buddha. But due to the many groups of